And I were smelling it inside, so you can listen to it here. Actually, I was blocking it with my shade, so it was coming out of here, which is the pressure valve. But as you can see, this is an old one with a lot of rust. And so it's March 20th today. So the BC Ministry of Poverty Creation, the RCMP, Human Rights Tribunal, Ombudsman. I want to repeat, I will testify in court, so you get paid to do your job. Let me do mine, that I won't get paid for. All I'm trying to do is minimize the injustices towards me due to you, the Homo communia, towards the elusive Homo sapien, and ironically a culture repair that would have liked to help you instead of you continuing to abuse me and each other in your accelerating failures of proto-societies. So according to the ministry, although I don't have the batteries anymore, but I have all the wiring from the previous solar panels here. I don't have solar panels when I bought it, so they don't replace that as my motorhome. They acknowledge I live in a motorhome. And they've given me $75, which is not even the insurance, much less the campground fees and other fees you have, especially when you don't have a shower or a toilet or a way to wash your dishes. So yeah, so they're stealing from the poor to give to the employed, often themselves or the business world, like dentists that spend a couple of minutes saying, sure, is that okay? You don't need a filling, or is that okay? It doesn't feel sharp on your tongue. And I don't know they're going to do this. And then the nasty kind of admin ladies, the ones that are the tough chicks, that try to get as much out of the customers as possible, even the poor ones, when they say, oh no, we don't charge extra from what they... No, but you got me a different way. And because that's $77, I wasn't told I'd pay for it before this couple of minutes of sanding the teeth. This should be investigated, but again, this is your norm. You believe life is a Monopoly game. You do, I don't. So when I ask an estimate to get a new propane tank here and whatever work they'll need to do, the ministry shouldn't be using the excuse anymore that it wasn't there before. It's there, right? And I'm lucky it lasted that long, or that people refilled it that long. I still haven't gotten the furnace to work, which is propane related, but you need a power source for that, and it used to be the batteries of the solar panels. So again, they're playing semantics as they, don't cut in the right places, like their own appeals tribunal, that if it's investigated will show appeal and reconsideration. They don't make sense. They write reports later on that if you record what they heard and what they said, what presented, doesn't even match it. They're not even the ones writing it. Somebody else is. That doesn't even have a recording of it, and if so, doesn't listen to the whole thing. It's so poorly done. The money is lost mostly within your system. And again, if British Columbians don't care about the human rights of their own citizens any more than, United Nations members care about the human rights of people in their own countries or other countries when they're supposed to, it's, you can't say that there's something wrong with my theory that you don't even want to hear about. It explains all of your devolution and what's causing it, and how I don't want to participate in it. I want to be part of the solutions. Just because you won't let me present you with recommendations as a culture bearer doesn't mean that I will sit down quietly and take your abuses.